Cena wins! Cena wins! Cena wins! What did I tell you, Michael? Cena's a knack for winning these big time matches, Michael. 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 Yes, Cena wins again. How fresh, how exciting, how new, how never before done. Oh wait, what's that? He's a 15-time World Heavyweight Champion now. Thanks WWE for going, how about pulling a swerve after the whole SummerSlam poster thing came out, no? Could have maybe give us Kane at least till Battleground, but no. Just give us Cena again. Woohoo! But hey, no point complaining about it. It's happened. It was stupid, but it happened. It happened. But I'm going to give my little review here of Money in the Bank 2014. It was okay. It was pretty good. But I'll go into it right now. First off, the kickoff pre-show thing was really good because Bo Dallas, baby, came out and spoke with Daniel Bryan after Daniel Bryan answered some questions and stuff. He might have to get further surgery or something, he was saying. Might be out for longer. But Bo Dallas came out and told him to believe and all this stuff. And then Daniel Bryan called him a boner. And then the fans started chanting boner at him. It was pretty funny. It was good. It was a really good segment. Yeah, it was really, really good. Great to see Bo Dallas. You gotta believe, baby. Believe. But on to the first match, which was the Usos versus the Wyatt family, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, who have another new song. This was a really, really good tag match. Probably the best regular tag match of the year. The best tag team match, 6-man tag team match, is the Shield versus the Wyatt's Elimination Chamber. Obviously, that match was incredible. But this was really, really good. Amazing spots. Luke Harper just going wild as always. Nothing really special from Eric Rowan, but Luke Harper is just a boss. He's a boss. He's so awesome. I love that guy. Love that beard. I'd like to lick it. And it lasted for 30 minutes. It felt longer, but it was still a really, really good match. Really enjoyed it. The Usos, they won. They retained the titles. I was wrong. I went for the Wyatts, but hey, it was a good match. I enjoyed it. That's all that matters. Next one was Paige. She retained her title against Naomi with Cameron. This was kind of a weird match. I mean, the match they had on main event, I think it was just under 2 weeks ago, or in WWE's logic, that would probably be 7 weeks ago, because they're crazy with stupid stuff like that. But it wasn't really as good as that match. I thought that match was really good, but I don't know. It was okay at times, and then other times it was just I mean, Paige can wrestle, but and so can Naomi. It didn't feel like they were. It felt like they could do more, and they could, because you're not allowed to wrestle on the main roster, obviously. And Cameron was being a weirdo the whole match. She was laughing whenever Naomi got hurt, and then when Paige finally beat her, she was laughing, and then she came up to her and was hugging her and shit. It was really weird. It's just turn this bitch heel. She's heel in fucking Total Divas. I mean, that's where she is in real life. So just get her heel. Everybody fucking hates her. She's a weirdo. Can't stand that bitch. She's so weird in that Total Divas show. She's just a fucking fatty. She really is. But yeah, that match lasted 7 minutes. It was okay. It was alright. The next one was Adam Rose defeated Paul Revere, aka I think that's the guy's name, aka Damien Sandow. I thought Sandow was actually going to beat him when he hit the terminus, or the You're Welcome, whatever he called it. But Adam Rose kicked out. And then Adam Rose won. And Rosita from TNA, if you remember her, or if you even watched TNA, I used to watch it. She's been traveling as the Rosebuds lately, and she just sticks out because I know who she is. I always see her. She always, sticks out compared to the rest of them. Just 'cause I know who she is. Maybe she'll get signed. Don't know, but that seems to be the thing now for a tryout. Become a Rosebud. That's what you do to get to see if WWE will accept you, is be a Rosebud. Basically be a ferret. jumping about all over the place. But yeah, Adam Rose defeated Damien Sandow. I think JBL and that were saying some weird shit on commentary, as always. They always do. I'm sure the word "maggle" was said a few hundred times. Next one, match of the night. The Money in the Bank ladder match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship contract. And it only lasted, according to Wikipedia, it only lasted 23 minutes 10. It felt like it lasted longer. But oh my god, there were some sick spots in this match. And also, if you notice, every year, like the lower, like type of, what am I trying to say? Like the mid carder always is the better one compared to like the main event. It's been like that every single time. I think none of because I guess they don't want to like injure the main stars, but the mid sort of card one is always better. And this was definitely the case. Oh my god! One of the sickest spots was Seth Rollins got like, I can't remember, just somebody threw him over, or I can't remember how it went, but he landed on the ladder, which was like the ladder's there. Okay, here's the ladder, and then this one was here on the ropes. You've probably seen it. But he landed on the ladder, and then the ladder started bouncing out of the ladder, which was also on the ropes, and then fell down, and it looks like, I think he hit his head on the ladder as well. It was, oh my god, it was a crazy spot. But then, probably the sickest spot was when Dean Ambrose did a superplex, a super duper duperplex off the ladder, and Dean Ambrose got the worst of it. He landed like, oh god, how can I explain it? I can't really explain it, but his back landed sort of like, I can't explain it, but his back landed for the most part instead of like flat like Rollins did. He was sort of more like that, and then he flipped over. It looked fucking sick. It really did. It really did look sick. It was crazy. But eventually, Seth Rollins won, thanks to Kane coming out. I wasn't really disappointed by that. I knew Seth or Dean was going to win it. There's no way Ziggler. At one point, I thought Kofi Kingston was actually going to win it, but no. Ziggler or Swagger or any of them wasn't going to happen. But Kane came out and like helped Seth Rollins when he like chokeslammed and tombstoned Dean Ambrose, and then Seth Rollins climbed up, and then his cool music. At first I thought Seth Rollins' music was kind of weird, but I actually really like it now. It's Dean Ambrose is taking a bit getting used to it. It's like the beginning bits where it goes and then it just some sort of generic sort of theme. That's the first bit's good, but the main sort of tune to it's kind of like, it doesn't really suit him, I don't think. But I think I'll probably get used to it. I get used to all the songs. At first I hate them, and then the next thing I love them. So we'll see what happens. The next match was Goldust and Stardust defeating Ryback. Of course, Axel has now got new gear. He's got like a singlet. It's not quite detailed as Ryback's, but it's a singlet. It was different, I guess. When I seen him, I was like, oh, he's got on shorts. Like, must have different gear. But then, as he got into the ring and took his shirt thing off, I was like, oh, he's got a singlet. Cool. And yeah, Goldust and Stardust won. I don't really remember much about the match, to be honest, because I'm recording this at 9 o'clock at night on Monday. I had to fucking work tonight, which just sucked. But yeah, they've won. I think, yeah, he didn't do really much of his. Oh no, he did like pretty much everything that you would think he would do. He did like the opposite. Like when he would go down and do like the uppercut, he was kicking him in the head and doing pretty much everything the opposite. But he didn't do his finisher, the flipping stunner thing. He just did the crossroads. But still good. And I think it was a .com exclusive. They had an interview thing, which was pretty good. So yeah, they won. It was like 7 minutes. It's pretty good. Next one was this is just a stupid match. Rusev defeated Big E by submission. It was just pretty much the exact same match as last month, but it looked like Rusev. They did the spear spot again, and it looked like Rusev really hurt himself, like maybe broke a rib or something inside. Like as soon as he landed, you just see his face. I was just like, what are you fucking doing this stupid spot for? It's just a sick spot that is just unnecessary. We'd do something else, you know. But Rusev won again. It's just and Big E doing his promos again, where he's like Rusev, like he always adding that weird shit at the end. I don't know what that's about. Don't know why they can't just let Big E go and do his 5 thing that he did on NXT, because it was really awesome when he did that. I don't know where they're going with Rusev. Probably just feed him to Cena. Apparently, I heard that. So Umaga 2.0, baby. Rest in peace. And the next one was Layla defeated Summer Rae with Fandango, who had an awesome referee shirt, and it only lasted 3 minutes. Summer Rae actually can wrestle, so can Layla, but it doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. And JBL and that were making fun of Layla, which really shocked me. Like making fun of her weight. I don't know if that was actually coming from JBL. He said something about Layla being chubby. That could easily be Vince, because JBL is just his fucking puppet. Vince, if that is him, he's just an idiot. Like some of the shit they were saying, I was just like, what the fuck? I mean, seriously? I mean, you have your whole anti-bullying thing, and then you're doing stuff like that. It just doesn't make sense, really. But they also did they had a thing before the match started where they were going back at each other about I think something about like implants and being natural and stuff. It was really good. It was quite funny. It was pretty good. But yeah, that's that. And the next match was the final match for the WWE World Event Championship. There was nothing really special in it. Maybe Randy Orton RKO'd somebody. Cesaro, was it? I can't remember. Also, Cesaro's got a new gear. He's like a robe, and he had knee pads on. I guess he's starting to feel the pain on the old knees. Cena got suplexed by Bray Wyatt on a ladder, which was like sticking through a stood up ladder. That was a pretty cool spot. I'm surprised Cena took that, because it's Super Cena. I think just before that was a pretty cool moment where that ladder that was stuck through, they shoved the ladder that was standing up, and then it like fell. That was a pretty cool thing. Also, if the titles had fell when it was Sheamus and Cesaro, they were hanging on the ladders. I was like, oh god, if the belts open up and fall down, this will just be hilarious. I'd love to see what would happen if that actually happened. But I thought that was stupid. Like, why would they fucking hold on? That's a lot of weight on that. I know it's leather and whatnot, but it's the actual the clip things. I thought that would have broke. Like, they should have maybe hung on to that gold thing. But yeah, that was a cool moment as well. But apart from that, I mean, was Roman Reigns, a couple of spears. I mean, that's always awesome. Anytime Roman Reigns does his moves, not 5 moves to doom, because it's 5 moves of sexiness. I think that's what we'll call it. His drop kick thing, and his big clothesline, his Superman punch and spears and all that sexy stuff. But I thought I would have liked to have seen Bray Wyatt or somebody win it, but they went with Cena, so what more can I say? I thought we're maybe gonna go with Orton, and then Orton versus Roman Reigns versus Cena. I did hear that at Battleground, and then you could have had Cena win or whatever. But I don't know. I really don't know what's gonna happen. If Brock Lesnar wins it and then only shows up twice a month or whatever, it's just gonna be so stupid. It's just gonna be like The Rock again, and I hated that bullshit. I wanted Cena to bloody be the champion when Rock started doing that bullshit. But I don't know what's going to happen now with like Bray Wyatt. What the hell are they going to do with him and Cesaro? And I guess Randy Orton and Roman Reigns are going to face each other at Battleground. And oh yeah, I did hear that. I've got a fucking itchy beak. Randy Orton and Roman Reigns are supposed to face each other, and Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins are supposed to face each other at Battleground. So we'll see that. Fucking nose is really itchy, but yeah. Overall, it was a good pay-per-view. I'd probably give it a B. I really enjoyed the tag match at the beginning for the tag titles. There were some really insane spots in that. It was really, really good. And the first Money in the Bank ladder match was really good. But yeah, I've been up for like 24 29 hours because like on Saturday night I stayed up late and I tried to watch all my other wrestling and stuff. There's like this Money in the Bank special thing that they always air a special, like if it's on Sky Box Office, and it was like the Money in the Bank straight to the top DVD thing or whatever it's called, and it's just in like an hour they show some of the matches. Like I started watching it, fell asleep like 1 o'clock, woke up at like 4 and watched it, and then watched EastEnders and episodes, you know, that show with Matt LeBlanc, you know, Joey from Friends, and Big Bang Theory and How I Met Your Mother, and then finally fell asleep like 10 o'clock in the morning, 10, half 10, then was up at like 4, and then in the afternoon, my bloody nose, and then I did like recorded Sniper Elite 3, and then just, you know, checked IGN, and I'm sure you want to know this, but you know, and then I finally got to round to it, but during the day I was okay. I had my 5-hour energy thing. Oh my god, that stuff is so sour. It really is. Each time I take it, I'm like, it's so disgusting, but it does help. It does help me. But I was really feeling it at like 11, 12 o'clock, and then when I came like at home, I come home for my lunch from work. I had like a suppy and my energy drink stuff, and I was okay. I wasn't too bad the rest of the day, and then found out I had to bloody work overtime at night, which was just like, oh, fuck's sake, give me a fucking break. But it was okay. It wasn't too bad. I had a more energy drink, but I was fine. I'm always once I get to night, I'm fine. It's weird. It's really weird. I don't know. My body has just gotten used to it. But I don't really have much more to say. I'm gonna try and get this up before Raw. I mean, it's 9:15 right now here in the UK. So I'll try and get this up as quick as I can. It takes a while to upload with me. Feel free to tell me your suggestions. Your suggestions. What you thought of the show, Money in the Bank. There's a Raw preview thing. It says, "Will Rollins cash in?" No, he will not cash in. They'll maybe like attempt it, but it won't happen. It just won't happen. I don't see it happening. Also, Orton. Oh yeah, my nose. I'm gonna fucking punch it off in a minute. The ladder fell right on top of his skull, and he got 12 stitches. Blood was all over the show, like it was crazy. I'm surprised he wasn't going mental. That was a pretty sick moment. But yeah, feel free to tell me what you thought of the show. I quite enjoyed it. Probably give it like an 8F rate. I'd probably give it B. Or it's hard. It's really hard to. I'm not good at rating stuff. It definitely wasn't 8. It could have definitely been a lot better. I'm gonna go C. I think C is being quite generous. The two main matches were really good, like I said. But yeah, feel free to tell me what you think of it. What you think is gonna happen in the future, in the upcoming shows and whatnot. And yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching my review. I'm sure he thinks it's best for business. And yeah, I'll see you next time. So be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Give that like button a smash with a ladder. He'll survive it. The like's a resilient little ferret. And I will see you on the next one. Bye bye. And don't forget to believe.